last but not least, we have a very special guest who is our loyal bio member for years. That is Mr. Mounir Abou Zaraa. And he's got a very interesting topic today, that is how to source and train like a taekwondo champion. Let's welcome Mr. Mounir.
Showtime. Good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to present my experience, 40 years in trading between North America, Southeast Asia, especially China, Europe, and the Middle East. I live in Dubai for 25 years, and the title is From Kicks to Deals, because I was 14 years in a row heavyweight national champion for my native country, Lebanon, undefeated. It gives me the spirit of a competitor all the time, even in trading. I'm always humble and connecting person to person with the suppliers. Today we'll see the objective, evolution of sourcing, the changes of global supply chain, the role of China during the changes, and tips of working with Chinese suppliers, and in the end, my testimony. The evolution of sourcing happened in 1993. We used to all of us travel, pay airfare, hotels, waste time for our businesses as an entrepreneur, and then come back and wait for the shipment. It was completely physical hard work. In 1995, many platforms show up at the gate, especially of the exhibition centers. They used to distribute calculators, distribute another kind of gift to turn the attention to the WW, their platform, to buy from them. But it wasn't 100% reliable at that time. In the year 2000, they become more reliable because they can put you in contact directly with the supplier. Some supplier were reliable, some supplier was delaying in time because the inspection on suppliers wasn't efficient enough. In the year now, today's, they become having on the platform certified suppliers. Personally, I rely on Made in China. That's in 1993. It takes physical visit to China. Some days off over there, you have a vacation, you have to go tourism like I did here on China Wall. And you're away from your desk. You waste some time, you waste some energy, and you waste money on trip expense. In the 1995, you notice in the picture, all these boxes of DHL, they were heavy catalogs and heavy samples, and very hefty bill for paying for the courier companies. In 2004, at the gate of any exhibition, you have the website of the suppliers. So you don't need to carry heavy catalogs because the e-catalogs are available. And you can meet suppliers physically in the exhibition, or you can meet them online. So online and physical visits was going hand in hand, they coexist. Here I'm meeting with an SGS inspector, auditor. I was buying building material because I'm specialized in building material, hotel furniture, electronics, and lighting. Building material for some big project of a hotel with 220 rooms, and this lady, she sent her team to inspect, so I don't have to spend long time to China controlling the quality and make sure everything is 100% correct before shipping. The changes of global supply. Suddenly, we face three problems: trade wars, geopolitical risk, and the pandemic. The changes of global supply chain, especially the COVID effect. To make a comparison, a travel example, during COVID between 2020 and 2022 was impossible. Post-COVID, easy and available. Meeting suppliers, it was impossible, only virtually during COVID. After COVID, In-person interaction and virtual meeting was easy on many platforms. The shipping, we all remember the shipping during COVID. It was highly delayed, idle, no way to reach the final location. Even sometimes you go to buy furniture for a living room and they tell you if you want to buy it made in China, it's cheaper, with the same quality, but it takes 6 months to arrive. My clients in Canada and North America, they were facing this problem, so they had to buy locally. After COVID, quick shipping across train, plane, ships, land, etc. Testing product during COVID, almost impossible. Very high cost, not available due to the closed factory, and some factories they work only 2 days for energy saving. But China still running. After COVID, abundant samples, they can ship you even free samples, you just pay for the shipping, and activity came back again in life. Courier options, during COVID we all remember that only DHL wasn't functioning. After COVID, everybody came back, large variety, DHL, FedEx, RMX, UPS, SF, and more. Finding sources and product. During COVID was only available through e-commerce and supplier, they were only online. After COVID, exhibition and e-commerce came back and coexist together. Here we all remember during COVID, the role of China during COVID. China was the only manufacturing house working during COVID. As a matter of fact, personally, operating from Dubai, I was shipping from China directly with DHL. It's a high cost, but again, the consumer was paying the high cost. I was shipping COVID prevention equipment and COVID prevention disinfectant. Even my company switched from other commodities to COVID protection. And I know, and you recognize many companies, they start importing millions of masks and storing it and selling it. And all this because of geopolitical problem. And delayed delivery happened for all Chinese products because China was the only country manufacturing during the COVID. You see here in the picture, the container were stuck in the sea because of geopolitical problem. That the main reason of it is too many military vessels in the South China Sea that will block the circulation of commercial vessels. The lower picture, you see me with a machine. It's a cannon that diffuses smoke of chlorine to disinfect the streets and the building. I even imported that. Now we see the result. The role of China kept going, but there's a lot of problems because of the geopolitical risk and the trade war. These are the electric car made by NIO. Myself personally, I invested in New York Stock Exchange a fortune. I didn't give up, so I'm still holding my shares. It reaches in 2021, it reaches $60. And I remember I made good profit. But then now it's dropped to 7.47, again, because of trade war and geopolitical tension. These are the Chinese electrical car, and they're high quality. It was demanded by Norway, Denmark, and Sweden by thousands of cars. Now some political pressure was put on those three countries from superior countries. Don't buy it, don't have it delivered to you. That's the reason what brought the shares down from $60 to $7.47. The NIU, these are the Chinese electrical bike. They were sold all over the world, from US to Vietnam to Thailand to any country, even to Dubai. You can find them everywhere. In 2021, the shares reached around $50. Then the shares dropped to $2.39. Not because the factory wasn't delivering, because again of the geopolitical tension and the trade war. But this is going to have an end soon. We notice here the role of China during the changes. China kept on shipping, but in 2019, One container, 40-foot high cube, was costing to Jabal Ali $450 only. In 2021, the cost becomes $7,700. This is to Dubai. I had a problem, like any entrepreneur. Sometimes I have to buy things locally or from different country than China, because I'm also myself and my company under pressure with the geopolitical tension and again the trade war. So an example, here in the bottom, I had an order of full container of slabs, quartz slabs. From Canada, from China to Canada, it cost per container $14,000. And it takes 60 days of sailing. That was back in 2020. The full container from Spain to Canada, the port of Galicia, which is on the Atlantic, takes 12 days only, and the shipping cost is $2,500. So if you do a cost analysis, you find that the Spanish product, which is equal in quality, become at the same price like the Chinese product. So somebody is blocking the Chinese product, but still going strong. China didn't give up. I give my personal experience after 40 years, tips of working with Chinese suppliers. Do's and don'ts. Ladies and gentlemen, in the do's, always say you are a regular visitor. Don't never say that it's your first visit to China. This will increase your price. Always agree the factory visits as they like to show you how things are done. Don't cancel meeting to avoid in-person interaction, as this might hinder your relation. Do's, download WeChat. Don't rely on calls, SMS, emails. They prefer WeChat because it has instant translation. Build a relation with your supplier. They cherish long-time relationships. Don't consider the interaction as only a transaction. They like to build a friendship relation, which will be fruitful for you later. Do's, always insist on FOB, freight on board prices. Avoid ex-works prices. You don't accept ex-work prices because the inland charge, due to the high cost of energy in China, is becoming very considerable. So always ask for FOB, freight on board. Do's, before price negotiation, decide on the MOQ, minimum order quantity. Don't take the first quantity proposed to you if it is not what you planned. Always the Chinese merchant or Chinese supplier, he like to throw MOQ 3,000, MOQ 10,000, because it makes his cost analysis much lower, his profit much higher. But you do your convenience. By negotiating, bargaining, you get what you deserve. Do's, always check with at least 3 suppliers. Don't go with the first supplier you find. Do's, always attach a clear picture and description of your wanted product. Don't assume that written description is enough. They like to see a picture. And the do's also, dimension and weight are very important to share. Even if you have density of the product, it will help you to give an accurate countersample. Don't forget to know all the product details that can help supplier find you what you want. Here is my testimony. This transaction happened last month. I had an order from a factory in my native country, Lebanon, of 22 glass stairs with stainless steel beam holding them and stainless steel rail. I start sourcing. Usually I use my little secret, which is made in China website. It's very reliable. It will show me 10 to 20 suppliers of the same product with different prices and different location in China, which is I choose the closest to the port if they are qualified. I checked with Italy. The price was 24,000 euro for every stairs, which has 18 steps. Tempered glass, stainless steel frame. Turkey quoted 21,000 euro, and they still didn't add my profit yet. So So I can't even show it to my client. He will turn off the subject and he will cancel the order. Then I checked with Made in China, including the 6,000 euros, which is 4 times cheaper than Europe, and about 3.5 times cheaper than Turkey. I still have my profit included in the 6,000. So my image shine toward my client. My client will bring me all his connection, and I'll be sourcing with them. And my secret is Made in China. Then my inspection desk, like as I said before, SGS, Veritas, and TUV, they are always there to serve you for very low cost compared to your purchase. So these 4 men on the stairs, they tried a trip up on the 18 steps, 4 of them at the time, and the trip down. That proved the durability and high quality of the item. So thanks again to Made in China that helped me successful. Thank you very much for listening. Merci, shukran, appreciate it.
So thank you for all the speakers today. Thank you for the insightful contributions from all our guests. We hope you find it valuable. Now we would like to proceed to the final segment of our event, the networking and business